lights, big city. Bright lights, big city. New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
What's going on? It's JLS from Nick of Time Show. Here, give you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. No friends today. We are here doing it dolo with the original. No Edson today, though. Shout out to my guy Edson.
Word.
Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but the KOT crew is still here. With us today, somebody's on a roll. 2019 on a roll.
Oh.
Miss Black Girl Magic herself 2 weeks in a row.
Ooh.
Got so excited.
2019 was a good year.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Kathy's on a 2-show win streak, just like the Knicks. Two
Out
games in a
here.
row.
Out here.
I mean, 2 weeks ago.
Consistency is key
Yeah, I clap that up.
for to end the year.
Oh, consistency. Yes,
To end the
consistency
year.
is key.
Is it 2? Is it only 2? Could've sworn
Is it 2? Is it 3?
It might be 3.
It's in,
Three.
It might.
We gotta check the archives.
Yeah, we gotta check the archive.
I
It
think
might
was
be
3.
3.
I think it was the last 3.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think I'm on 3, baby.
Yeah, 3 podcast win streak right now.
You gotta. I'm like the Knicks. You gotta give me mine.
Oh, okay.
You gotta give me mine.
Yeah, we are. All right, we'll give you yours.
That
And-
mean,
Yeah, I
that
think it was
mean, if
3.
you're like the
I think
Knicks,
it
I
was
mean, we ain't giving much. Then.
I mean, that's true. That is true. And all you Fizdale pretenders and y'all gotta give Mike Miller his too.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta give Mike Miller his too and give Fizz his too, cause. But yeah, shout out to Miss Black Girl Magic. To my left is the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Ryan G in the building.
What's going on, bro?
Here chilling, recovering, but I'm here.
Yeah, man, we here.
Yes, sir.
We definitely here. All right, Knicks Nation. This week we've actually had a winning Knicks week.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Hit the trumpets. Hit the trumpets, Kathy. Knicks won 2 games this week. Even though we lost the game we thought we should have won, and won the game we thought we was gonna lose.
We could have had 3 wins
Yes.
actually, opposed to 2 out of the 3. But we're happy for the 2 out of the 3 because we predicted that.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We predicted it. It was the wrong order, but we predicted it.
Yes, sir.
And as of now, Mike Miller has officially won more games than David Fizdale in less time.
Damn, Fizz. Hate it had to be you.
Yeah. Sorry, Dad Dale. His dad. Mike Miller with the 5-6 record. And what is Fizdale's record?
4-18.
4-18.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Proving once again, or proving kind of you start to feel like, you know what, maybe a lot of this has to do with Fizz and his lack of system and the offense and defensive schemes. But one person who's really been standing out is Julius Randle.
Yes.
Julius
Surprisingly.
Randle. Surprisingly.
Low key shade, but it's all good.
First question. Is it time to write the Julius Randle
Apology
I'm
letter?
sorry letter? Yes, you know the KOT. if you're a fan of the KOT show, you've been around there. There's like an apology letter that we like to write to players that we were wrong about. Is it time for you to write the
Nah, it's too soon.
Dear Julius Randle?
I agree. It's too soon.
It's too soon.
I'll do this for him though. Like in the meantime, I'll stop calling him No Handle Randall. I'll at least call him Julius Randle. I'll at least call him by his name.
At least.
By his name.
Yeah, he has more handles, at least under Mike Miller he does.
Because he's not trying to do too much. That's why.
Yeah.
Like, he was trying to do too much under Fitz. And maybe that's what Fitz expected him. Because they want him to be that guy. So they want him to do what a max play. I don't call him a max player, but they want him to do what, like, a top veteran on the team would do. So you still got to handle the ball. You still got to, like, score points. Like, all these small things that we don't necessarily we want him to do, but we don't need him to do.
No, we don't. That's not his strength.
Yeah.
That's not his strength. And Fizz dad always has these mad scientist ways of doing things where he tries to expand the players out of their natural ability. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And this time
A lot of times it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times it didn't.
I mean, remember he tried to unleash the flutes on Von Lay. last year, Von Lay was like, "Oh, I got handles now." He was trying to like navigate that and have him shoot threes, and it didn't work. It was sustainable.
Yeah.
But yeah. But so far, I got some stats.
Okay.
Stats and facts.
Yeah.
Stats and facts, Jay.
Stats and the
sir.
facts. Stats and the facts, Jay. Exactly.
Yeah. Original stacks and the facts will come later, though.
Oh.
Smoke.
Damn. That's shots at me. That's shots. That's all right. I'll be JL's advanced stats and the facts, man.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. So, when Fizdale was coaching, Randall's averaged 16.8 points, 8.5 rebounds, 3.3 turnovers, shot 44% from the field, and 24% from three.
Lord of mercy.
Negative 6.3 on the plus minus scale. With Fizdale. With Mike Miller, he is averaging 22 points, 9.6 rebounds, 2.1 turnovers, a little more handles.
I almost don't even remember that Randall that you just spoke about.
Oh, you don't remember? You didn't just watch that game last night when he was killing people with the one
Randall,
foot fall away baby jumpers.
Yeah, that former Randall that you spoke of. Who's that?
Whose man's is that?
Yeah.
That was your man's. That was the man's you were trying to trade.
Quickly, fast and in a hurry.
37% from three right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it's actually a positive and a plus minus. Now it's not a huge positive, but
Positive is a positive.
positive is a positive. It's over 0.9.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
almost
It's
a
better
1.
than -6.
Exactly. So my question to you is, do you think this is sustainable? Do you think is this the real Randall? Can we depend on him to do this?
Will the real Randall please stand up?
Yes. Him and
Yes.
Shady. Yes.
I mean, I think so, because it's clear that Mike Miller is using him differently than Fizz. He's more using Randall, where he can actually do something with the ball rather than have him like bring the ball up the court and try to create off the dribble and things like that. So I mean, I don't see why not. It wouldn't be sustainable. And then on top of that, you have a point guard in Payton that he seems very competent, and he's able to get players in the right positions and feed them the ball in the right spots. So to me, I think it's sustainable.
Yeah, like there's a trust thing that's happening right now. Like when I was watching the game with the Wizards, there was the end of the clock play. Randall had the ball at the 3-point line, and he looked for Payton. At the end of the shot clock, he looked for Payton. Gave Payton the ball. Payton did his little shimmy, broke down a D, gave it right back to Randall. Randall hits open 3. And I shed a tear. I'm like, oh my God, he gave the ball up and let the point guard create.
Yes.
It's like a trust is happening with his teammates. And you also see that when he's driving into the hole with the intention to pass, knowing the double teams are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's learning. My guy is learning.
Yes.
It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see. I love it. And you know what else too? I was doing a little bit of research. I was kind of looking back at some old Knicks film school stuff that made me get excited about Randall in the first place. I was reading his bio and all the stuff he did last year. And this is what I was reading. It said Randall, 2018-2019, quietly had one of the best scoring seasons in the NBA. Averaged 21.4 points per game last season, right? 7th among bigs. Average 24 or younger. He dropping, he said, boatloads of points. High volume scoring.
Just a lot.
Coupled with equally strong efficiency with a powerful inside game. Randall combined volume efficiency with efficiency like few others in 2018-19. He posted a true shooting percentage of 60%. And only 34 players to score 20-plus points last season. Randall has 7th best true shooting percentage, sitting right between Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's kind of like a big deal.
That's a little bit of a big deal. He was doing this last season, and people will say, "Wait, but no, he was on a team with Anthony Davis, and he didn't have to do as much." And then it hits you with the stats with this, like, All right.
Yeah, but even now he doesn't have to do that much, and we see that he's more productive when he doesn't do that much. Like, we just need him to do what he does. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do too much, which makes no sense because I just said nothing. But you get it though.
I get it. He doesn't have. I got where you was going. I mean, yeah. It's the KOT connection. But there, even when Anthony Davis was on the bench, he averaged 28 points and 10 rebounds.
Right. Funny.
Per 36 minutes.
This is no shade.
Per 36 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No shade. Because the Lakers have Anthony Davis right now, and they're coming off of, like, a few losses. Mm-hmm. So even, I'm not going to say Anthony Davis is not, like, a factor. But at the same time, too, it's like, I didn't say that, Jim. Don't come for me because I didn't say that. I know what I'm saying.
What does that mean? I didn't. That's like.
I didn't say any. I am not discrediting Anthony Davis at all. But what I am saying
you discredited Kevin Durant last week.
Boldly.
So I didn't know.
But because of that,
I was about to hit the guns.
Yeah, but because of that, I'm mindful of my words that I'm choosing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say nothing crazy about KD. But what I am saying is, like. Yeah.
This is.
Choose my words
for,
wisely.
I have a lot of experience with this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is the face. This is the look when you have something bad to say and you can't find a nice way to say it.
No, I don't have anything bad to say.
I'm trying to listen very intently now.
No, I'm trying to give Randle credit.
This is like I'm not saying you're stupid.
Nah.
But you don't have
but are you
the
young?
average
That's
intelligence of everybody around you.
No, I'm saying
it's like you just call me stupid, but in the wrong way.
Can I just politely say that I guess AD will have some off nights sometimes, so that doesn't discredit what Randle can do. So having him on the team with AD, doesn't negate.
So you're saying Randle carried AD?
You're gonna spin it that way. But I'm actually trying to give Randle credit.
Okay.
You should give me points for this right now.
All right.
I'm actually giving this man credit and trying to speak highly of him against AD.
All right, 2020 PC Cappy.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something different.
She's turning a new leaf right now.
All right,
PC Cappy.
You see? And what does Jay want to do?
Turn you back to the old dude.
2019. You want me to call AD a bum?
Yep.
He's a bum, yo. Randle did all the work.
Now, anybody that says AD is a bum and they mean it, they're smoking crack. I'm sorry.
See, I didn't say that.
Yeah, but she didn't say that, though.
Okay,
so she's good. She's good, though.
I ain't trying crack either, but you know.
Not to bring up old debates, but remember last year when I said I would trade Porzingis for Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
Still?
Who was against me? Everybody!
Yeah, I wasn't with it. That shoulder ain't gonna hold out, man.
Ooh, KD's? I mean, 80s?
Mm-hmm.
And you think KP's knees are going to?
We'll see.
He's
He's a little younger.
Yeah, it's holding out so far, though.
Yeah, he's a little younger, but that shoulder ain't gone.
Well, screw the snake. My bad. I didn't mean to bring that up to you guys.
Back to the subject.
Yeah, back to the subject. The whole point was that Randle was able to do this with Anthony Davis off the floor, averaging 28 points and 10 rebounds per 36 minutes. So, to me, when people even talk about trading Randle, and I'm like, yo, this guy is he just turned 25 a month ago, in November. I think this is sustainable, and I always kind of felt like when Mike Miller took over as coach, some of these players' trade values would eventually rise, and some people you might get as good as to maybe you might not want to trade them anymore. I think I'm willing to see what happens with the Randle. I'm waiting. I'm willing to stay pat on Randle.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he stays consistent and productive.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because at this moment, if he continues the path he's going down right now, like I would at least give him another season. Like I wouldn't put him on a trading block.
Definitely, for sure. And
it'll work in our favor both ways.
Yeah, because
we'll get some wins.
Obviously.
There'll be some interest in him.
We ain't getting no wins. You're not going to playoffs this year though.
Well,
I didn't say playoffs. I said we'll get some wins.
All right. I was making sure. I was making sure.
Baby steps. I did not say the playoffs. What I said
I'm
was,
on Twitter and people.
I just want more wins than we had last year, and if we get 25 wins, I'll be excited.
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
25 wins, I'll be excited. But we just got to get more wins than we did last year.
Your boy Marcus Morris was talking crazy the other day, though, talking about playoffs the other day when the Knicks were on that, when the Knicks were on like a 2 or 3 game winning streak.
Hey, I want to give him, bro. Like that's what you're supposed to think as an athlete and as a competitor. You don't want to think in no punk ass shit.
No. I can't.
Sorry. I mean the curse.
We won. We lost to a bunch of men's off the street for the Wizards team that first game. They can't be talking about playoffs. Like, come on, son. Come on.
No, I mean,
come on.
He said that he said that a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, like I think the Knicks got either the second or third straight win. I forgot against.
We don't believe you.
Against
we don't believe you.
Golden State.
You need more people.
It was Sacramento then Golden State.
Yeah. They asked him about the playoffs, and he started talking, saying that if we continue, going the way we're going right now, like we can make the playoffs and this and that.
That's crazy what he just said.
Yeah. I mean, that's how he's supposed to think. And to his credit, like Miller
is that how he's supposed to think?
Yes, as a guy who's competitive.
Maybe top of the season. Now it's just like, let me play. Let me just. I guess you're right.
If you're an athlete, if you're on the Knicks team and you're not thinking playoffs, even if you only won 3 games, I don't really want you on this team.
You're right. I take it back because I was gonna say he should just be thinking about playing well, but then he's gonna be playing for self and not really for the team, and then that's an issue within itself that we don't need. So you're right.
Yeah, you're right. And let's keep it real. Miller has done a great job raising a lot of people's levels, not just not just Randle.
Yeah.
Like under Miller, I got a stat. Shout out to Macri, who was posting all these cool stats on Twitter that I'm about to spew right now for Nick Thomas show. He said under Miller, Knicks have a 105.5 defensive rating.
Okay.
And in the 219 minutes, Knox has been on the floor. Under Fizz earlier this year, it was 111.9. Last season, it was 115. So he's already utilizing Knox a whole lot better and getting more out of him in his shortest period of time. And that goes across the board with a bunch of players. Mitch Robinson under Fizz is a negative 0.25 net rating.
God damn.
Mitch with Miller is 3.6.
Oh, damn.
Knox under Fizz, negative 15. Knox with Miller, 2.4.
Oh.
RJ under Fizz, negative 10. RJ under Miller is still a negative.
Bruh. But RJ rookie though, he got time.
Hey, RJ rookie.
He got time.
Still a negative, but negative 4.
That's crazy because RJ's a good rookie though.
Yeah. Yes.
One of the better rookies.
Yeah, one of the better rookies. Yeah.
But still, like the shooting.
He's struggling.
He's struggling. Like he's not even in the rookie of the year conversation right now.
Yeah, not right now.
Because he say he slightly fell off, but like
no. Say it. Say it.
No, because I don't want to
speak from your heart.
I don't want to be
speak dark, Kathy.
I don't want to be hard on my rookie. I don't want to put that much pressure on him. I kind of want him to just play his game. So if right now he's on like a little slow streak, I kind of want him to have that. I don't want him,
He's struggling right now.
He's struggling right now. And that's fine.
He's struggling
that's
right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He came out strong in the beginning of the season, so he's allowed to like have a little off moment right now.
Yeah.
It might be the end of the new year where I'm being super nice.
Yes, she is.
I am being super understanding.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I just hope the same energy transfer to 2020. I just hope so.
I'm being super understanding.
I don't know. I want Diane. I like Diane Kathy. I like Diane Kathy. On the mean tip. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that.
I'll be back in the new year. Right now, it's like, good vibes, positive energy.
Yeah.
Rolling into
Even
the
hugs
new
and stuff.
year.
What's up with that?
Yeah, then once it reaches 12:01 on January 1st, 2020.
We back, baby.
We back.
New year, same me.
Yep.
New decade, same me.
Same bullshit. Oh yeah.
All right. RJ got some time.
Yeah, RJ does have time.
And even, in comparison to his other Duke brethren, like, he's doing good.
Yeah, I gotta take that.
Yeah.
And you know what? And you know what too? I think Miller at the beginning of the season, I always kind of wondered about RJ starting. I know a lot of people wanted him to start. This is kind of going to another subject that I didn't even think about. But sometimes I do kind of wish that Dotson was starting at the 2 sometimes for the spacing. And I think Mike Miller on the sly is experimenting with it. Because if you looked at the last game, I felt like he took RJ out kind of early. And then he had Dotson running with the starters.
Yeah.
So even Julius Randle was talking about the spacing. He was like, yeah, the coaches are finding better ways to put me in positions to score and get me more spacing. And I wonder if it might be, it might be better if RJ runs more with the second unit sometime.
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Ooh.
That conflicts with your rookie development theory.
Not necessarily.
I mean, Dotson's still considered a young player, so it's like you're basically taking out one young player for another young player.
He's
so
an old
like,
young player.
Yeah, so
But where's the
young
future of this team?
RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
Barrett.
So.
I mean,
And then what are we looking to do? Are we looking more so to develop RJ, or are we looking to give the Knicks like better opportunities to win?
Both. That's what I'm thinking. It's both. Like I want the spacing. I mean, not to say he's gonna get 20 minutes a game.
I think we can do what you're saying, but I think we need to do it on games where it makes sense.
Like I feel I feel like Miller's starting to do it now. I feel like I saw him do it yesterday. And even when Miller started to transition Frank out of the lineup and Elfrid Payton in, he was kind of doing the same thing where he was taking Frank out a little earlier and then having Elfrid run with the first unit and then seeing how that looked. I feel like he's kind of doing that with RJ right now.
Yeah, but the one thing I was gonna throw in was that like what Kathy was getting to, like the right moments and stuff, because I felt like especially the game against the Wizards where Elfrid Payton towards the end of the game, he pretty much ran the team pretty well, but like he was struggling that game because he had like 6 turnovers.
Yes, and freaking Gary Payton.
Yeah,
Spawn,
Glove Jr.
Jesus Christ.
Glove Jr. Yo.
They call it the mitten. I was calling him the mitten. Jesus, man, that guy's defense, man.
Word.
I know he came from the G League, but he's legit.
Yeah, he like.
God bless us when we play the Clippers.
Hmm?
God bless when we play the Clippers.
Oh Lord, God bless us. Oh yeah.
But like I was saying though, like I felt like in a game like that where Frank is probably taking care of the ball better, it's like give Frank a bit more leeway, which I think he did because like he took Frank out later than usual in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, because he kind of had Frank running a bit. I mean, Frank. Yeah, and you know what else it is too? Frank is not a dribble penetrator.
Yeah.
So he was moving the ball a lot more side to side and letting Portis kind of handle that work. So it kind of worked with that second unit.
Yeah.
That he wasn't looking to penetrate as much. At least in that first half, anyway.
Yeah, but my general thought is that like in games where the veterans are struggling, I feel like those are the games that the young players should get a bit more leeway and be like, all right, this vet is struggling, so Knox, Frank, whoever, y'all get more minutes and let me see what you can do.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I'm saying too, hey, RJ struggling with a shot. Hey, throw that in there.
Yeah,
open it up. Yeah. Give Randle even more room.
Yeah.
Free Dot.
And free Dot, goddamn it, as always. Always and forever.
Even though he's more than free right now, though. So.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely free.
Yeah.
People are yelling free Trier right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a...
Even though Trier got some burn, though, against the Wizards.
He's getting more burn.
He's got some burn.
He's not... I mean,
he's not who he was. He's not playing like who he was.
I mean, they put him in the last quarter of the game.
Yeah, but then you can't put him in the last quarter of the game and still expect him to be like super productive like that. Like
no, he has to play consistent minutes, which is why I think he's eventually going to be traded. He's going to be traded.
He's going to be a benefit to someone else.
That's a fact. Yeah. Moving on to some trade news. I've read that every Knicks player is on the trading block, with the exception of 2.
It's pretty easy to determine who those two are. Though.
Yeah. I guess we go all in, right?
Yeah, I think I could guess who
Yeah.
that might
RJ Barrett
Yeah, one is definitely RJ. Yeah.
and Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
be.
So that means Frank, no. Frank,
Okay.
Knox, Randall, Morris,
Mm-hmm.
DSJ,
Yo.
DSJ,
No hard feelings there.
DSJ. What?
No hard feelings about TSJ.
Who are you?
There are no hard feelings.
She went
about
from
that.
nice Kathy to dark Kathy real
And I
quick.
got weak. Wow.
No, because DSJ is just not giving us the production that we need. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of space and opportunity and for him to do something with this Knicks team, and he hasn't. And
Interesting enough, it came out that this week that teams suspect that DSJ wants out.
Mm-hmm.
There's been rumors that said that when Elfrid Payton was coming to the Knicks and he was promised a starting spot, he was trying to get out then.
Oh.
Yeah. But those are just rumors.
Mm-hmm.
And as of now, he has, what is it, sore obliques?
Yeah, something like that.
Strained obliques.
and
He's
something's always wrong.
day to day, yeah.
Something's always wrong.
And DSJ has come out and said that he wants to be a Knick. Mark
Lies.
Well, you know, Mark Berman actually was very, very, very upfront and candid, and just asked him straight up. So you want to be here? He's like, yeah. Are you sure? He's like, yeah. He's like he feels like he thought the Knicks would be a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
We thought you'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
There's a caveat. I know you wasn't going nowhere. I know you wasn't going nowhere. Stay with us. Stay with us.
You know what I feel was a turning point? I feel like DSJ was good in New York, but it's when he went out on the court and he was staking it up, and the fans like, "We want Frank.
Oh.
That was the turning point. The turning.
I feel like that
No,
was when,
man.
I feel like that was when DSJ was like, you know what, man, F this, yo. I want out.
I think the turning point was when he was getting DMPs.
Well, that too.
I mean, no, the turning point was when he came in the game and wasn't hitting his jump shots, and all the work that he put into the summer that seemed like it didn't happen. They were shooting all these nice videos and stuff, but it hasn't really translated on the court.
Nope.
So much good clarity in them videos.
Yeah, it was on the HD and everything.
Yeah, all the definitions.
All the definition in the world, man.
Where's the productivity, DS?
Not here. I mean,
Because he was top prospect.
yeah,
It
he
should have been Elfrid, and then it should have been him right off the bench. Like,
yeah, not exactly, but right now,
it could have been either way. You could flip that too, but I mean, still.
yeah, obviously, but as of now, so do you all believe that DSJ is lying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you always lying?
Yeah.
He got to save face. He can't come out and say, like, if you
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
bad and you want to leave, you can't do both. You got to pick a struggle. So it'd be better for everybody else to say that you want to. It'd be better for, like, it to leak, like, oh, I want to leave, but say, no, I don't want to leave.
Nah, yeah, no, exactly.
Gotta pick a
Yeah, I
struggle.
mean, you know, just don't do what Deion Waiters did. That's all.
He can't afford no blemishes on this record right
Yeah.
now. Like, he's not doing good.
So, speaking of not doing good, Frank Ntilikina. I want my old Frank back. I want Dallas Frank back. He was balling then. He seemed more aggressive. He was doing step back threes. He's pumping his chest. I was like, ooh, FIBA Frank is in
He was
effect.
confident.
Yeah.
He was confident.
Yeah, like I know Miller has helped a bunch of players.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't really gotten to DSJ as of yet. But has Frank regressed? Is he not as good under Miller as Fizdale?
We're going to get into the stats for that.
All right, stats and the facts, man.
All right, so under Fizdale, Ntilikina was playing 26 minutes a game, shooting 39% from the field, 36.5% from three. Let's see.
36 point. All right, that's like average. That's league average.
Yeah, he had 3.4 assists per game, 1.2 turnovers a game, and he scored 6.6 points a game. Now
I know that's down. Okay. I know that's down.
So under Mike Miller now, his minutes have definitely gone down. 16.4 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting 35% from the field, 35.6%.
Compared to what before?
To 39%. So his field goal percentage has gone down. 3-point percentage has also gone down. Now he's only shooting 28% from three.
Nice.
He's only averaging now 2.2 assists per game, 1.4 turnovers. So he's actually averaging a bit more turnovers than he was before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've noticed.
And now he's only averaging 4.3 points a game under Mike Miller.
Now here's the thing. Like I expect. Okay, Elfrid Payton is back right now, so you expect. All right, Payton is back. Less minutes for Frank. He's actually, Payton is the real starting guard on this team as of now. He's like actually has a handle on that. But with Frank's minutes down, to me, a sign of progress is still the percentages. The percentages are still relatively the same, even if he scores less points per game. In my mind, I was like, all right, he
should almost be more productive, is
Boom.
what you're saying. Because he's not getting, like, if he had more time to be on the floor, it's a possibility that he would be less productive, but he can be, like, he can add more to the team being on the floor less because it's like you don't have to do as much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would say that. I think you should be at least be more or as productive, not necessarily in points, but just in other things. And it seems like the confidence isn't like it's not there. As
it's never been there for Frank when it comes like versus so and so and so. Like, every time you have to put him up against somebody else, I feel like, or anytime, like, if it's not, like, Frank just running things, when Frank is running things, Frank is good. When Frank has to go up against so-and-so, or when you're comparing Frank to so-and-so and so, it's never good.
Yeah!
It's never good.
Yeah.
It's
So
never good.
So what is it? Is it just that Peyton is there and he feels like he has to look over his shoulder? Or is it
he's intimidated?
Is Fizz dad more in his ear about him attacking more?
I think like Frank Ntilikina is that player that when he knows that I'm the starting point guard, he plays good. But when he knows that he got to compete with somebody else, I feel like he gets a bit too
he's discouraged. He gets easily discouraged.
like like he gets kind of like I guess he feels like he has to play a bit too perfect, and he's afraid to make mistakes and things like that when he knows he got to compete against somebody for minutes.
I guess so, because even with Miller saying go out there and make mistakes, it seems like he's still thinking about making mistakes. I've seen him being a lot more.
Because he's probably like, I can't afford to make the mistakes. I'm already already being cut back. So it's like, yo, I have to be perfect.
Yeah.
It's like I have to be perfect. No, man, I gotta hit all my shots. I gotta make all my passes. I gotta play well on defense. Like I can't afford to mess up. So if I'm gonna get my 4 points, it's just gonna be 4 points, but it's gonna be 4 strong points.
Yeah, 4 strong points. Like, for example, the Knicks Washington game.
Did he hit a 3? It was a 3, right?
He hit a crucial 3. It was the Washington Wizards were on a 14-0 run.
Yeah.
Frank didn't shoot the entire game.
Yeah. Because Frank probably knew, this don't feel like it's going in. Can't let this off.
Or that might have been his second shot of the game. I don't remember his first shot. I think it might have been his second shot of the game.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was when like they cut the Knicks lead to 1, then he put it back up to 4.
Yeah, exactly. He hit that corner 3. Yeah. He stepped into it with confidence, no hesitation, splash. I'm like, oh!
He had a fade back a little.
Yeah!
Fell back a little with some, like,
he had a French shimmy on it. All right, French swag. All right, cool. But then it's like right after he hits that, next play down the court, he gets the ball. I'm like, ooh, go, Frank. Mom just passed back off to Alonzo Trier. And I'm just like, no, that's your time.
Yeah.
Do it. Take the shot. Like, get warm. That's I don't know. I feel like, yo, Fizz dad, I know you fired. Call Frank some more.
Encourage him.
Encourage.
You can be anything you want to be, son.
Yeah. Son, remember remember Dallas? Remember Luka? This is the real you. Like, I need him to talk to him.
Exactly.
Because in reality, he's still talking to. I've heard reports that he's still talking to Randle and the rest of these guys. Like, they're actually. I mean, I know we joke about Fizdale and
That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's kind of dope that he's still in touch with them and he doesn't really have any anything to gain from it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As a person, that's pretty cool.
Exactly. That's why they loved him, because he was a cool person. Not X and O's guy.
Probably didn't respect him, but they loved him.
I mean, yeah.
If they respected him, then they played better.
Yeah.
And maybe if he had some better schemes, then
maybe that too.
That might have helped too. But I'm hoping Frank turns it around.
Hopefully.
And I'm hoping he does not get traded.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. But speaking of trades, there have been some trade rumors floating around. One, I will say this. There's one, Berman kind of like caused a stir on social media when he wrote that the Knicks are monitoring, what's monitor? The Cat situation. Didn't say there was a trade imminent. Didn't say there was called monitoring. Timberwolves have lost 10 in a row.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's some Knicks stuff right there on the West.
Yeah.
After their promising start. So, of course, when you lose that many games in a row, you have a disgruntled star. People start to make judgments. Now, first and foremost, Ryan, would you trade for Cat if you're the Knicks? Let me know. How you feel, man?
Honestly speaking.
I don't know. Speak from your heart.
Cat, come through. I mean, why not? Like, dude's like one of the dominant big men in the game. Dude can pretty much do anything on offense. He can score in the post. He can shoot the three. I mean, he's pretty much an offensive weapon. Dude grabs over 10 rebounds a game. I mean,
is Cat, to quote Joel Embiid? No, I don't want to quote Joel Embiid. But is Cat...
Yeah, don't quote that man. Don't quote Joel.
I'm not quoting...
Don't quote his arch enemy.
No, I mean, is Cat... You know what? I'll pull a Kathy 2020. Does Cat have the...
Hit a tap dance.
Yeah. Tap. Yeah, I'm tap dancing. Does Cat have the heart of a lion?
Yeah. You see how he stepped in Embiid? Yeah.
like he knows of all that soft talk around the league. He's trying to cut that all right now. He's like,
even
nah.
if he couldn't
Is
really
he
throw the
made
hands
for
like how
New York?
Even if he couldn't throw the hands like how he wanted to, he definitely stepped. He ain't back down.
Yeah. I mean,
Think of it this way: I would want Cat because of what he could be for Mitch.
Here's the thing. They would probably ask for Mitch. You know that.
Oh, hopefully not.
Yeah, they
No,
gonna get Mitch.
No, we want to keep Mitch and keep Cat and give them someone else.
Exactly.
We'll keep Mitch.
It would have to be Randle.
Well, obviously, I mean,
I'll give him Randle, but I want to keep Mitch though.
Yeah.
I would still want to keep Mitch.
Exactly, I'd keep Mitch, but you can have Randle or whoever else you want. Then bring Cat through. Dude's from New Jersey.
What do they say? Bring Wiggins.
Nah, Wiggins can stay. I
He was supposed to be better.
Yeah, I mean he was playing better this season,
But he was supposed to be better.
He only plays good for he plays good for like the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was supposed
Kendrick
to be that
Perkins
guy.
had it. He's like, I don't believe him. I don't. Who said he didn't believe him when he was playing better? Was it Perkins?
it was on NBA Jump. I want to say it was T-Mac who said
was it T-Mac who didn't believe it?
Yeah, I think it was T-Mac who said like no, T-Mac believed him. It was it might have been Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, it was Kendrick Perkins.
It probably was Perkins.
Yeah, here's the thing. Most likely it's not. I don't see it happening. Like, it's a cool fantasy.
Yeah, I know.
It's a cool fantasy. I don't see it happening. Cat, right? He just signed a Supermax last season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how you feel right now. You locked in for 4 years, brother. Like, figure this out. We just gave you the dough. Like, I understand you hype because people are hype because, you know, he grew up a Knicks fan like RJ.
Yeah.
So they both probably have pictures of them as kids with their hat low with a Knicks hat. Like, yeah, I want to. They probably both had that in the archive somewhere.
Yes.
But it's going to be very, I don't know. Cat would have to pull an AD. He would have to be disgruntled, go to his agent, have him send things in the news.
Yeah.
Talk. Yeah, he has to do something like that for him to force himself out.
I mean, Cat, talk to Rich Paul, get a new agent. Right now. Let's make it happen, B.
So what's
Rich Paul gets things done.
Yes, he does.
so would you do Julius Randle and a first round pick?
Well, we would definitely have to give a first because there's no way you're going to get Cat without giving out first round picks. So,
Which
I
one
would-
though?
I would probably give him.
Ooh, you would. Wow.
I would give him the two Dallas picks.
Okay, all right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
My thing is, if Julius Randle is keeping up this production, he's giving you 28, 21, and 10.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want Cat.
You don't need that much more. I can give you Julius Randle, 2 Dallas picks, and a young player.
And no long attachments.
Huh?
And no long attachments.
No long attachments.
Because we'd have to keep Cat for some time, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 years?
Yeah, but
And we don't have to
but
keep
Dude's an
Randall
all-star
that
though.
long. We don't have to keep Randall that long though.
No, Randall. I would put Randall would have to be in a deal.
But wouldn't Cat be a little bit attractive to some players? Like no.
I mean,
Maybe.
Cat's an all-star, so I mean,
Somebody gonna want to play with him.
yeah, Julius Randle hasn't made an all-star team yet. Cat has in the West.
Yeah. And what is he averaging? What, 27 points?
Well, I gotta look up his stats, but his stats are pretty good though. They're pretty much all-star stats.
What if they ask for Mitch?
Nah.
I'm gonna try to do everything within my power to keep Mitch here.
What if they ask for RJ?
Oh hell no.
You see, they're gonna be pushing it then. Though.
Mhm.
Like,
What if they ask for a first round pick, but not the Dallas ones? Because the Dallas picks are second round picks at this point, the way they playing. I'm sorry to let you guys know.
I know
Those
I know.
Dallas picks,
and
first round, they are 30th and 29th right now. They're not.
And this is why I'm saying the Knicks, if there's an opportunity to get Cat, you try to go to get him. Because this is this dude's stats this season. 51.4% from the field. 41.8% from 3. What else?
Woo.
11.7 rebounds a game. 4.4 assists per game, and he's a big man. And he's averaging 1.3 blocks a game, 26.5 points a game. You're not going to try and get that?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I won't. I'm like, if they say we want a real first, not your Dallas picks first. That's a second. Those are 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We can really, when we say yo, we give you those Dallas picks, those are 2 second round picks. Let's keep it 100. Freaking Luka and KP are ruining it for us.
Yeah.
Those are second round. Those are high second rounders.
Yeah, true.
Those aren't even first anymore.
So they could get they could get themselves some solid role players to help out their squad.
I'll be like, yo, top 10 protected. Top 5 protected.
Yeah.
It was interesting enough because I was listening to a podcast. It was talking about the draft this season, and they was pretty much saying, one of the scouts, shout out to Perman, was saying that Anthony Edwards to him is the number 1 pick. But he feels like his tier isn't that same tier as Zion would be or anybody else. So even like, and then after Anthony Edwards, he says from 2 to 10, he feels like is the same talent bubble. Pretty much what he's saying is after number 1,
That's it, yo.
It's you'll get a good player that can contribute, possibly in a starting lineup,
That's all we want.
but not an all-star,
That's all we really want.
but just somebody who can contribute.
That's it. Consistently.
That being said, with
I
that
don't-
analysis,
I don't know about all that.
With-
Though. None of them are potential all stars.
that's his analysis.
Said it's a different league, man.
I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
It's a different league.
And it's I mean, listen, he's been right about everything he said about RJ too. Remember last season we was talking about RJ,
Yeah.
and we was talking about his lack of jump shot, his lack of wiggle.
Yeah.
He's been right about everything about RJ except for the defense. So I respect his opinion. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I mean, I'm sure he's a respected scout. I'm just saying I don't agree with him.
Okay, all right. He's looking for a job out there
I'm
too.
gonna let you finish, but I don't know, son.
All right. So everybody's here for trade for Cat. No one's willing to trade a first round pick. Nobody's ready to trade RJ or Mitch. I'm not ready to trade RJ or Mitch as well.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Randall, young player. I'm with it. Next potential trade. This one's kind of a lower level trade. You know what? No, I guess let's go to a higher level. Let's go to somebody everybody knows.
Okay.
Kyle Kuzma.
I got some stats on Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma from the Los Angeles Lakers, right? The Lakers are on their playoff kind of hunt. They want a chip. They want a chip, but we all know the thing with LeBron. LeBron is old. I know he's defied age, but he's old. He's old. He's getting injured, and while he is injured, he can't do the things he used to do.
Yeah, he's a groin injury. Right?
Yeah, that groin. What's up? No, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk the man part today. All right, so with that being said, they need another scorer who can kind of create their own offense. We have a guy named Marcus Morris who can probably fill a big need for them if LeBron is down and Anthony Davis is hobbled. He can probably do a little bit of something, as he has proved. Would you
In
trade?
theory, that's crazy. You got LeBron, you got Anthony Davis, you got Dwight Howard, you got Rondo. Who else they picked up on that team?
Bradley.
And then isn't what? Oh, is he not playing? Green? Is he injured?
Green?
What's his name? They got him from the Raptors. Danny.
Oh, Danny Green.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, the thing.
You got Danny Green, who just came off of the Toronto Raptors winning team, and you still need.
You need more people. Yes, need more
you
people.
Still need more
You know what it is?
Like come on, man. Come on. When do we say enough is enough?
Enough is.
When do we say enough is enough with LeBron and these teams? I don't mean to divert from the subject at hand, but I mean I'm saying
now you're driving it home. The problem is
all right, just go just grab Wade, just get who else you need, man? Who else you need? Like, come on, man. We can't keep doing this. This is the third team. Like, you did it on the Cavs, you did it on the Heat, then you went back to the Cavs, now you go to the Lakers, and you trying to like round. Like, come on, son.
Yo, the thing with that team is, who on that team can create their own shot?
It doesn't matter.
That does matter. 'Cause that's the problem.
That's not the problem.
That is the problem. That's why.
In theory, that is the problem. But at the same time, too, it's like, yo, bro, it's your team, man. It's your team.
Not when he's injured. We're talking about when my man is load managing.
Yeah.
They didn't think about that before, like when they were gathering all their Avenger pieces. Like, yo,
no, they didn't. And I think we actually kind of talked about that. It was like our little pipe dream was, hey, Anthony Davis can still come to the Knicks a year later because LeBron could be injured. And he'll end up being in the same situation he was in with the Pelicans, where he has to carry the team by himself because there's nobody else on that team who can give somebody buckets.
That shoulder gonna give out.
And
at least he had Randle.
That train is never. At least he had. Hey, guess who's on his team? Guess who's on his team?
Got Dwight now. Hey, Dwight.
Yo, I'm kidding. I do not expect AD to be here. I don't expect it.
But nah, that's corny. I mean, we need to address that.
He wants to go to Chicago, bro.
Like, come on, we got to stop having him, LeBron build these super Lego teams. Like, come on,
Lego teams.
Yo.
Yeah, easily breakable for sure.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh man.
Oh man. What I was getting to was Marcus Morris can create his own shot.
Yeah.
And would you trade Marcus Morris for Kyle Kuzma?
Whew. Well,
I actually like Kuzma though.
Yeah, Kuzma's a good player. Well, these are the stats I want to highlight right quick because clearly he's kind of fell off this season. And I think that's due to the fact that he's getting less shot attempts and stuff like that. He hasn't really adjusted to his role in the team yet.
Yeah.
But the last 3 games though, against Denver, 16 points, 7 of 15 from the field. Clippers, 25 points, 8 of 17 from the field. Portland, 24 points, 9 of 17 from the field. That's his last 3 games.
And that's because LeBron is out.
Well, no, LeBron played against the Clippers.
That's right.
Yeah, and Portland. And now these are his stats this season. His minutes have definitely gone down, because his first 2 seasons he was averaging 31.2 points per game. 31.2 minutes per game, 33.1 minutes per game. Now he's only playing 23.5.
Huge difference
per game.
Pretty sure the points dropped.
Yeah, field goal percentage is pretty similar. Like, so field goal wise, he's pretty much the same. Like, he shot 45% his first 2 seasons. He's shooting 44.5% now.
Okay.
So,
That's one of those things you have to watch the game to see what they're talking about, though, because people expected him to step up, is what I'm reading, and he really hasn't. But if he's shooting the same percentage with less shots, I don't know. I have to see. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then 3-point field goals, pretty much the same. He's shooting 36%. His average for his career is 33.8, so he's actually shooting above his average in 3-point percentage right
30,
now.
Yeah, 36% compared to 30. I wonder if he's just getting better shots now. He doesn't have to create all the time.
It could be that. Then more rebounds. Oh, obviously that's gonna go down. 3.5 a game last season, 5.5. Assists, same thing, 2.5 last season, 0.8 this season. Turnovers, a little less. So points per game, last season he averaged 18.7, now he's averaging 12.4.
Yeah, okay, so 6-point drop, still averaging over 10 a game, though. 45% from the field, that's still not bad. He's still contributing.
Yeah.
And he's a power forward, too. That's what
Yeah.
Another power forward, yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, because he's 6'8", but I guess the thing with him too, he does not have the defense.
Yeah,
With that being said, as a guy who was getting 30 minutes a game, he was giving you 18 points, which you can't say enough about. That's pretty decent. Would you trade Marcus for him though? Is the question.
No.
Quick note from Kathy.
It depends on where the Knicks are. I mean,
I wouldn't.
if the Knicks are starting to win games, then maybe keep Marcus Morris. If the Knicks start struggling, you want to get more assets on the team, more youth on the team. Kyle Kuzma kind of fits into the whole youth movement the Knicks have right now, so it's like, if you can make that trade straight up, it's like, why not?
I think Marcus is gone either way because, to be honest with you, like I looked at the schedule in January, right? We had January 1st. We had the Portland Trailblazers.
Melo back to the Garden.
Melo back. Yo, shout out to that. Welcome back, Melo.
Yeah.
To me, as an optimistic Knicks fan, if I'm looking at this schedule, I think we can kind of go 500. Not make it to 500.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but 500 that month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, Portland, I don't expect to win that. Phoenix, I think we could beat Phoenix.
Wait. Portland might be winnable because Portland's been struggling lately.
Didn't they just beat the...
Portland been struggling. That's why they got Melo.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know, like, they were on a, like, good winning streak for a while, but then like, they kind of fell off lately. Like, they lost, like, I don't know, 2 of the last 3 or something like that.
All right.
It might be winnable, Portland.
Was Portland, Phoenix...
Phoenix might be winnable, too, because Phoenix been struggling, too, lately.
Clippers, L.
Yeah, that's an L, yeah.
Lakers,
L. Yeah.
Utah.
Possibly an L.
Possibly L. I could go either way. That's one of those middle of the road teams. You just don't know.
Yeah,
Utah usually has our number, yo.
Yeah, Utah.
Utah, that's an L.
Yeah, Utah's a playoff team, so it's probably an L. Is that in Utah or at the Garden?
I'm not sure.
That's an L.
Yeah, probably either way.
I think it's in Utah.
Yeah, if it's in Utah, it's a definite L.
I think it's in Utah.
It's a definite L, yeah.
If the Blues because Portland, yeah. Then we have the Pelicans.
It's a possible win.
That's possible. Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, Milwaukee. What's up with this Miami, Milwaukee? Yo, why they do it to us? Did they hate us?
That hurts.
Why do they hate us?
That hurts.
That's the second time they had us do Miami, Milwaukee back to back. Yo, come on, man. Can I live? What the hell? Then Phoenix, then Philly. Yo, Philly, man. I want to beat Philly so bad.
Yeah.
Philly is one of those teams where I just feel like we just need to concentrate for 3 more minutes and we can beat them.
Yeah.
Ain't that nice, yo?
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Yeah, more than likely it's an L, though.
More than likely it's an L, yeah. Cleveland, Lakers, Toronto.
You beat Cleveland.
Brooklyn, Charlotte, Memphis.
You see, I would say beat Charlotte, but Charlotte's, again, one of those teams where it's like, I don't know, for whatever reason.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, like...
So if you're super optimistic, we can be around 500. I mean, for January, and even being around 500 for January, when February hits trade deadline, you have to think that's not going to be enough to make the playoffs. I feel like they're going to start making moves at that point. So I would think at that point, Marcus Morris will probably be gone. And then we might have to do the talk.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then you're like, Marcus for Kyle Kuzma? I would trade him to the Clippers. Screw.
Who we get in return though?
I mean, we would get picks.
How many more picks do they have to give? They just gave all of them to Dan Thunder.
I mean, like we talked about this last week. I think they have I think they still do have a 2021 first round. I think they still have that. Plus, it would be that plus Mo Harkless.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jeff Robinson.
Yeah, Jerome Robinson.
Yeah, and a pick versus Kyle Kuzma.
I would like if they gave us Shamit. That'd be nice. But I know they're not going to do that.
Yeah, that's not happening. So would you rather have that or Kyle Kuzma? Because that's the thing. Because the thing is, people are saying they don't want Kyle Kuzma because it's not a pick, but he's kind of sort of like a pick.
Yeah, I mean, he's a young player that gets buckets.
Yeah. It's like if he's a young player that gets buckets and he's more proven than these other guys that we have already, that like these fantasy we don't know, then.
And I think it would be interesting to see Kuzma in a situation where it's like, okay, you know, I don't have to play behind like superstars. Like, pretty much I'm coming to this team and I'm going to be like one of the main offensive weapons. Like, it would be interesting to see like how you would perform then.
My only thing is he's a power forward.
So who has to sit down?
Exactly. We're not gonna do this thing. We're gonna play him at small forward again. Are we doing that? And he can't play defense.
You think LeBron is sick that he kept him? LeBron is sick that he kept him.
Yes.
Like he was one of the
only, he's sick now. He's sick.
Yeah, because
he let Ingram go.
He should have kept Ingram. Yeah, he's like, dang, I should have got that Ingram from swap. That Ingram out here shooting 40s from 3 or close to it. Ingram's over here stinking it up.
I mean, Ingram averaging like over 25 points a game. Like,
yeah.
No, Ingram's sick.
Super sick.
Sick, like, boy.
So, yeah. I'm going to say no. I do like Kuzma. Another power forward, though, doesn't make sense with Randle. Unless you move Randle, and I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no and go for that Clippers. That Clippers trade. Yeah. For sure.
All right.
All right, so somebody else want to talk about somebody more on like a low radar. No one really knows, not a big name, not a Kuz, not a Cat, but someone that might be gettable maybe. Yeah. Dwayne Dedmon. It was reported that the Kings have DNP'd him a few times, and he's a little bit disgruntled, as somebody would be. He's a 30-year-old center.
Yep.
Who played for Atlanta, and the Kings signed him because he is a center who can essentially shoot threes and block some shots.
Yep.
And I don't think he's had a good year this year.
Not at all.
So he's been beaten out. So what are the stats this year for this guy?
He's only played in 23 games this season. Started 4 in 13.6 minutes a game. And remember, he's a big man, shooting 42% from the field.
Oof.
Last season, he shot almost 50%, 49.2 when he was in Atlanta. This season, he's shooting 23% from 3.
Woo!
Last season, he shot 38% from 3 when he was with Atlanta. So let's see, what else? Rebounds, 3.8 a game. Last season, he averaged 7.5. So, of course, there's a drop-off there. Blocks per game. Last season, 1.1. This season, 0.5. Big drop-off there, too. Points per game. Last season, he had 10.8 points a game. This season, only 4.8 points a game. So, there's been a drop-off in pretty much every statistical category with Dedmon.
Sheesh! That's a hard drop right there, yo. So, like, if you trade for this guy, you're pretty much trying to see if he still has something of what he had last year.
Yeah.
Because if you're thinking about Julius Randle, and the problem is he always has some kind of spacing issue, and there's always some weird thing with Taj Gibson where, there's not enough room for him to roll, and Taj Gibson's always getting overpowered by these big centers. Dedmon, he's actually a big 7-foot center who, at the top of his game, can block shots and shoot threes at a 39% clip. But for whatever reason, this season doesn't seem like he's getting along with his coach. It could be a change of scenery thing. Who knows? But he could possibly be available. Also, there is another big man on that team as well. I forget his name.
I know there's Bagley. Who else is on that Kings roster that's a big man?
Is it Giles?
Yeah, Harry Giles. Too,
Harry Giles. Harry Giles is somebody interesting because he's like a people compare him to Kevin Garnett in his attitude, not his like skill level.
Oh, attitude. Okay.
Yeah, like he's a tough-minded kid who can and he's a good passer, decent rebounder, and he kind of brings a toughness.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was given more minutes, he was starting to get a little bit better. So you wonder if, and he's a young guy too. I don't remember what his contract is like. I don't remember what his contract is like.
Yeah, I mean, he should still be on a rookie deal. I don't think he's on like any like major contract or anything like that. Giles.
Yeah, but if they are looking to, we do need an actual center.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can snag 2 centers, and maybe I don't know. That's something to look at if we move like an older piece, maybe move a Taj, maybe move I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they want more shooting somewhere. explore that to see if we can actually if this man can actually shoot. I mean, he's had a couple of good games this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Dwayne Dedman guy.
Yeah.
So maybe that can translate and give Julius some room because we do need a guy who can shoot threes and can block shots.
Yeah, my only thing is that like okay, you bring him in because you want to I guess have more spacing on the court and things like that. But then my thing is like he's a 30-year-old center. Like with the direction the Knicks are going, especially because what I'm assuming is that there's gonna come a point in time where the Knicks are gonna wanna move players, especially the veterans, and give the younger players more playing time because they're seeing that they're not making the playoffs.
Right.
Then it's like, what's the sense of bringing in a 30-year-old vet? You know what I'm saying?
Now I feel you. I mean, it depends on. It's just another dynamic, man. Because we need centers.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's more we need actual centers. We have power forwards. We need actual centers. Every time I see Taj Gibson, I love Taj.
Mm-hmm.
I love what he brings. I don't know if he's gonna be here long term or not. Probably not.
Yeah.
But there's games that we play against Brooklyn, for example, where you have Allen in here who just pretty much overmatches him just purely because of his height.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be nice to have somebody who can actually meet him at his eye level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, as good as Taj is, he doesn't really block shots. And even though this guy, he doesn't block at least this season he has. He's shown he can at some point. So you're doing it hoping that he can bring something back. He can bring that part of his game back. Now these are like low level stuff. These are low level guys. Mm-hmm. His contract, he's a 3 years. He has 3 years on his contract, $13 million a year. The last year is not guaranteed. If we choose not to sign him, we can let him go in July. So it's essentially a 2-year deal. 2-year deal, $13 million. It's not a bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad of a contract. It's kind of like, let's see what happens. And he's not one of those guys where he's so high profile that you can't put Mitch in front of him and it's gonna be a big deal. You know what I mean? Because it really is like we need somebody to. I need another center at least another shot blocking center who can kind of cover Mitch a little bit. Yeah. And also, I mean, there's Wooten in the G League as well. Yeah. Wooten is 6'9" though. That's the thing. Wooten is.
Yes, he is a small big man.
He's a small big man. Even though he can block shots, he still might have problems battling actual bigger people. So, I mean, cheap flyer, it's not a flashy option, but just something to think about to round out your team. I don't know. Or we could always trade for Russell Westbrook. You can do that.
I mean, Russ my dude, but that contract been too expensive.
No.
And the Knicks ain't nowhere near good right now.
Nah, they definitely not, man. It would be fun seeing him run around, though.
It would be fun, yeah. I'd be at more Knicks games if he was with the Knicks.
Oh, heck yeah. We make the playoffs.
That would change the team. That would just change the team, though.
Oh, yeah. I would just be fun. I'd just be like, screw it. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody, just trade everybody for Russell.
Exactly. Russ getting triple doubles every night.
Exactly.
Triple doubles on his back.
Let's do it. All right. So since we
Yo,
actually,
that would be dope to see him in New York just cause though. The essence, just like how he dresses, how he just thinks.
yeah, he's kind of a New York dude.
Yeah.
I could see him and Reggie Bullock getting dressed together. Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Reggie Bullock kind of got a New York kind of feel to him. He got the locks with the color in his locks.
Yeah,
like, that's not no people don't be doing outside New
Them
York.
hair braiders would have got him right.
Exactly. New York dudes are hard.
Yeah.
All right, dude, we get to actually talk about games we won this week.
Yes.
I guess do we have to start off with the game we lost?
Yeah, because unfortunately that was the first game. So
We lost to the Wizards.
Once.
yeah, luckily it's once.
One more time than we should have.
Yeah. So the Knicks lost 121-115 to the G League affiliate Wizards plus Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Or what I like to call them, Bradley Beal and the Pips.
Bradley Beal and the Pips, yeah.
So,
And Bradley Beal wasn't even playing well.
I know, like, as you know in the Nick of Time show, when the Knicks lose, I also read the other team's stats for the winning team.
Boo.
So the Wizards were led by Bradley Beal, who scored 30 points off of 38 shot attempts. My dude was just chucking from all over the court.
How do we lose this game?
Because he could.
He shot 500 times and oh my god, how did we lose that
Just
game?
because he could.
Yes, and then we got
The ultimate green light.
Brown Jr. 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists off the bench.
Yo, we got these nobody's killing us, man.
Well, to be fair, he's part of the actual rotation. So to be fair,
yeah, but
to
still,
be fair,
what's that? He had like a career night that night or something
Yeah.
crazy like that. That was he's not like, oh, I'm dropping 26
exactly.
on a regular.
Like he
That's
don't do
not
that.
a that's
Yeah, he
not a
don't do that
thing for him.
Exactly. Then Ish Smith, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
That's what Clyde Frazier's favorite player, yo. Every time he plays, he's like,
I have a feeling like every time Ish Smith goes against us, he kills us for some reason. Like,
yo, Knicks cannot play defense on these small, speedy guards. We just do not happen. He's always killing Frank, and he kills Frank every time.
word. And then Passanakis.
This is the
Bruh.
whose man's is this? Go ahead.
14 points, 3 rebounds off the bench.
Bruh.
And then we have Glove Jr.
Hold on. Before we even get to the Glove Jr.,
Uh-huh.
past niggas, right? Because I did the post-game live show. There was no CP, it was just me. It was the Jay Ellis show, actually, for that week.
Alright.
Right? That week. Passanakis, I think that was his 3rd game in the NBA.
Yeah, he was in the G League.
He's so new. He didn't have a picture in his profile picture, dog. I was looking at it like he just had the little outline. Like he looked like the bathroom sign. Like I was like, yo. All right, I'm done. Go ahead.
Yeah, then we have Glove Jr. 10 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists off the bench. And he had like 6 steals. Glove Jr.
Yeah, the mitten, like they like to call him the mitten. Gary Payton Jr.'s his defense is legit. I was kind of mad that we pretty much lost to the Wizards G League team.
Yeah, pretty much.
We lost to the Wizards G League
Very
team.
much so.
No.
Worse than the G League. Because them dudes just played like 2 days. Not even. They just called them up.
Yeah, just called them up. It's like, you on the street.
Exactly.
We got a spot. Okay.
Yeah, we got a jersey that fits you.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much, they said...
I feel like we got to hustle, yo. I feel like we was watching White Man Can't Jump. I feel like we got to hustle, yo. We shouldn't have lost to that team.
I know, and pretty much they said like 8 of the 10 Wizards rotation players were injured for that game. 8 of the 10 rotation players.
Alfred Payton came out and said the Knicks didn't respect the game and they should be more prepared. Julius Randle also came out and said that they weren't prepared at shoot around and he saw it, which is interesting because Mike Miller didn't have that same sentiment, but the players did, which kind of concerned me.
Yeah. Knicks stats.
Ah.
Julius Randle, 35 points, 5 rebounds.
Only one who showed up.
Yeah. Your boy Free Dot off the bench.
Free dot, goddammit.
19 points, 3 assists.
19 points?
Your boy R.J. Barrett, he had a decent game that game. So was the last two he struggled. 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 15 from the field.
Yeah, RJ Barrett would show some things though. I actually seen he posted up a few of those guards a few times. Something I've actually asked on his program that he do more when he's bigger. They couldn't stop his inside game. It's just the threes. Every time he shot, he couldn't shoot those shots that he was hitting in the first half. He wasn't hitting in the second, and that's a big reason why I feel like he lost this game. So he just for some reason can't hit shots.
Yeah. Then Elfrid Payton had 12 assists. Mitchell Robinson grabbed 13 rebounds.
All right.
Now I'm going to get to the team stats. Part of the reason... wait, hold up. Wizards shot 47% from the field. 33.3% from 3. Here's the funny thing. The Knicks shot 47.3% from the field and 41.7% from 3 and still lost this game.
Bruh. Because they fell asleep, man.
The Wizards out-rebounded the Knicks by 20, 69-49.
Bruh. How?
And I feel like that's where the game was lost.
On the rebounding. Yeah, and I'll say this too. The second unit in particular, man, did not do it against the second unit of the Wizards. They kind of got punched in the mouth. We came in kind of with a lead, and the second unit let go of the rope in that first half. And then after that happened, in the third quarter, the first unit decided, I want to go to sleep too. And they went on a 14-0 run. The Wizards went on a 14-0 run in the third quarter.
Yeah. And
there's no excuse for that. The Knicks flat out didn't take them seriously. And these guys were hungry. Gary Payton Jr. was hungry this past. They're trying to get contracts. They're trying to get signed. So they went all out, and we just took them way too lightly.
Yeah. Everybody
besides freaking Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett and my guy Free Dot, who's always, Dot is Dot.
Yeah.
Dot's gonna give you effort,
which is why he
regardless.
needs to be freed.
Exactly.
They
need to be free, and he's been free.
Yeah, he's been free now. Yeah.
It just stuck with him. The Free Dot is just part of his name now.
Yeah, exactly.
But you see them like, and the sad part is, the Knicks did their usual fake comeback at the end.
Yeah.
We were down. It was amazing. How much we were down?
It was double digits. I know that much.
I think the Knicks were down 17 in the fourth quarter. I think it was 17 in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes to go. And then all of a sudden we came back and cut the game to 3.
Yeah.
And we still lost. And that just goes to show it all comes down to effort and concentration. And if we can do that at the blink of an eye, we can do that in the third quarter. We let one get away that game.
Yes, we did.
And also, the other thing about that game too was, I feel like that was a game that Mike Miller coached that I
wasn't too fond of.
Yes, because that second unit that let that game go, that's when he put DSJ and Trier in early in the second quarter, and he put DSJ in before Frank.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was like, "Ooh, is Frank on the?" Frank has been a little bit on the decline, as you see by the numbers. Is he in the doghouse right now?
Yeah.
And that the defense from that team was atrocious.
Yeah.
And DSJ just kind of DSJ always looks disinterested for some reason. The only shot he hit that game was a buzzer beater that didn't count from 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all. That's all I got to say. Oh yeah, and Bobby Portis got worked by a guy who just came out the G League.
Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis.
All that man good for buckets. That's it.
He got buckets that last was this game. He got the buckets though. I
Yeah,
give him credit for that. Give him credit for that.
So we're gonna move on to better Knicks.
Happier time.
Yes.
Let's go. Knicks win 2 in a row. Mike Miller starts the second winning streak of his career.
Yes. So the Knicks beat the Brooklyn Paint Jobs 94-82.
Brooklyn. The best part of that game was watching Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving mad pitiful.
Yeah.
There's been pictures going around on Instagram of them just looking like, yo, why did I sign with this team?
You were.
That was a mood.
That was definitely a mood. I'm gonna get a tattoo of that right there.
Such a
with the
mood.
Knicks score under.
And the and we touched on that last week because it's so funny how that happened and the Nets lose and it's still quiet for them. Like, no one's talking about it. No one's addressing it. No one's bringing it up. It's just like slightly overlooked.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, that we wanted last year KD, Kyrie, and Zion.
Yeah.
What would have happened if we actually got KD, Kyrie, and Zion right now?
This season would not be looking too right.
We would be the joke of the
Oh
league.
my
Like,
God.
we're already the joke of the
I know.
league.
If
We'd
we
be a
got
bigger joke of the
KD,
league.
Kyrie, and Zion like we wanted? Yeah, you know,
yeah,
you,
That's a post, man.
you know,
Imagine.
Yeah.
that's a lesson, yo.
Don't the Lord work out in this
Yeah.
Lord,
things?
yo.
Yup.
You gotta tweet that.
God gotta give you what you
Yo,
need,
what
not what
you
you
need,
want.
not what
Exactly.
I gotta.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We thought some thanks, RJ.
Alright, so the Knicks were led by, again, Julius Randle, 33 points, 8 rebounds.
Y'all want to trade this man, Kathy.
I mean,
Kathy still wants to trade him.
it's still, you know.
Then we have Marcus Morris Sr., 22 points, 8 rebounds.
Something to note, Marcus Morris didn't play in that Wizards game because he had like an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
He toughed it through, had a slow start, but actually finished with 22 points. And was intricate in that win.
Yes, he was. Elfrid Payton, 13.7 rebounds, 4 assists.
Got to the hole whenever the hell he wanted to.
And Mitchell Robinson, 10 points, 10 rebounds off the bench.
Money, make it Mitch.
Yo, Mitch is... When... These is one of those games where I was worried about Taj Gibson and because Allen was kind of giving him the business.
Mm-hmm.
Allen's already taller than him, and then if you add the fro, that's like an extra 3
Yeah.
inches on top of how much he's tall. And he was, that was one of those games I was like, yo, I feel like Mitch should start.
Yeah.
And he's been out of foul trouble lately,
Mm-hmm.
even though the last was his game.
He was in foul trouble.
He was in foul trouble. But I was hoping that he would start Mitch that game with Marcus Morris, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. And here's the stats. Team stats. This is what I want. This is what I really wanted to get into.
Okay, get to it.
Here we go.
The Knicks held the Nets to 27% shooting from the field.
Woo! Talk about it.
26% from 3. Here's the funny thing. The Nets shot 53s that game, only made 13 of them.
Ouch.
The funny thing
Oh,
too,
Dimwitty.
yeah, and the funny thing about it too is that the Nets only made 21 total field goals. They only made 8 total 2-point field goals that game, which I think they say is the lowest since 1950.
It is the lowest field goal count in Knicks since the shot clock era. I think
since the shot clock
which is
era.
1951
1950.
or 4, something like that.
Yeah. And that's all I wanted to get into because I felt like that was very important to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the Knicks.
Drop your mic.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely got to drop it right now. And listen, that's a team that averages 112 points a game.
Yep.
And for the Knicks to hold them to in the 80s,
Yep.
come on, man. Come on, how? Wait, how did that happen? First of all, this is a game where you're like, yo, Mike Miller did his thing. Mike Miller did his thing. This is a game when the Knicks played the Nets last game, we switched to death and it killed us.
Mm-hmm.
We constantly took our best defenders in Frank and Elfrid Payton, not even Elfrid Payton last game, but Frank off of Dinwiddie and had guys like Randall or Taj Gibson on an island with him, and he just took advantage of them all game. This game, when we played him straight up 1-on-1 and then had just Mitch help, he was shut down completely. And not only that, the Knicks did a really good job of knowing their personnel, shutting down shooters like Joe Harris, Mitch meeting him at the rim, rotating on shooters, preventing Dinwiddie from outlet passes once he penetrated. They completely shut that team down, man.
Yep.
Like, granted, they did miss a few threes, but the Knicks also forced them into a lot of bad shots. And that was a really complete game for the Knicks that I really appreciated.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Good job, Knicks.
Finally, man.
Yeah,
We won
word.
some games here, man.
That was a nice win.
Yeah, it was.
That's 2 wins for me for the Brooklyn Nets. That's 2 wins.
But that Nets win felt good.
Oh hell yeah!
The Wizards win. I was like nervous, and it was almost like a comeback win because we were supposed to win that first time.
Right,
too.
exactly.
But like, so it was like this time it was like you can't lose twice.
You
cannot lose.
Exactly.
twice.
Not lose. I'm trading everybody.
Exactly.
Yo.
I was doing the author like,
Yo.
y'all better not lose.
Yo, did you see Dimwitty, the Please store copping please after that game?
Nah, I didn't see that.
Oh, man. Oh, the Knicks. Oh, it wasn't really the Knicks. It wasn't. Yeah, it was, we just had a bad shooting. Now we had like a historic shoot. When that happens, that's just the team. That's not really the Knicks per se. Like he was copping please so bad, man.
Knicks play that good defense.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to give us no credit. Like you got.
We look smooth playing the Nets too.
Yeah.
We was making what's his name mad. DeAndre was mad.
Yeah.
He was big mad.
Big mad. And then DeAndre was trying to be all friends with Mitch and smiling at him. Mitch was being a serious face like, nah, this is business. Nah.
Yeah.
You ain't treat me like that the last time.
Exactly. Grab the rebounds and we needed that win for sure.
Most definitely.
We should have won that first game when Kyrie came in and shot the step.
Yeah, we could have won that.
Could have won that.
Yeah.
Yo, man, that's underrated.
You mean overrated?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, overrated.
Overrated. You got the
Good
rate.
save.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's on your team.
Yeah. Then the Knicks beat the Wizards.
Yeah.
107-100.
No Bradley Beal.
Which meant Knicks, you better won that game, and they did.
Thank you.
So the Knicks stats. Again, Julius Randle, 30 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists.
Come on. With the 6 assists. You want to trade him, Kathy?
Hey, nothing has changed.
Damn, Ryan, you trying to trade him?
That man got to give us at least like
That's
10
a cornerstone.
Games. He got to give us at least 10 consistent games before I'm like, all right. Cool.
10. Wait. What's? I mean,
he's 3 right now. 3 and like 2 possibles.
Listen. 10 consistent games. Do you want me to reread
Maybe
the stats?
4.
Do you want me to reread the stats, Kathy?
No. He's playing well.
10 games in the last 11 games. He's averaging 20 and 10.
He's playing
37% from 3.
That
Kathy.
doesn't make up more.
What?
More.
More?
We want more. We want more productivity.
I agree.
We need it going into the new year. Them first 3 months it was a little shaky. It was a little rough. These 3 games, these last 10 games doesn't negate the other half of this that happened this year. Like, nah, son.
Well, currently he does have 3 30-plus point games in a row, so...
3! How many games we done played already?
Yeah, but I mean, still impressive though. It's still
granted,
impressive.
we know.
Dear Julius Randle.
Now we know the specifics. We know the specifics. When you get down to the nitty gritty, we know the specifics. But nah, man. Oh, not yet. I'm dying on this ledge.
Yo, get that pen ready. I got to instigate it. That's the show about instigation. Go ahead.
Then we got Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis.
Oh, he's back.
17 points off the bench.
What? He thought he was playing Chicago, man. I mean, he did play.
Yeah. Bobby comes and goes.
He was like, that is his old team.
Yeah,
so.
that is one of his old teams.
Yo, Bobby Portis was giving it to him. I was kind of worried about that second unit. He was kind of carrying the score. It was kind of like, he was like, all right, everybody in the second unit play defense, and I'll score. It was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
RJ Barrett, 14 points, 5 rebounds, shot 5 of 13 from the field, though.
Bruh. I don't know.
And then Marcus Morris had a rough game, 2 of 9, but he had 10 points.
All right. Bruh.
Yeah.
The thing with RJ, too, he had some clutch threes, man. And that's the thing he's had to work on, but that little corner 3, he had some big shots. Especially towards the end, that corner 3, when they swung.
Yo.
That was a big shot.
Yes, sir. And Mitch, 9 points, 9 rebounds. Off the bench.
Money, make it Mitch.
Mitch was in so much foul trouble. Yeah. At one point, I think he had 4 fouls in 4 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. Or was it 3 fouls in 3 minutes or something like that?
Mitchell Robinson was such a huge part of that win, man. Because, listen, Ish Smith and them was going off. Frank and Alfred did their best to kind of contain them. But Mitch, in crunch time, there was a crucial play where he left his man, went to Isaiah Thomas and blocked his shot and then ran back to this man. And he had a couple of plays like that, especially the last play where he had like a breakaway steal, like a guard. Yo, who's man? Like, why did you see that? The last play when Wizards trying to inbound the ball, Mitch came in.
And he stole it?
He stole the ball away, poked the ball
yeah.
away for like a fast break type of deal.
Yeah.
Yo, Mitch's defense is so good.
Nice.
He's so good. I'm not including him in any cat trade. I'm not.
Nah, that
Because
man is staying.
This cat can't play defense. I love that man. I know he got 1.3 blocks a game.
Yeah.
But
imagine if we had both.
he's not a defensive anchor. He's not.
Imagine if we had both.
Imagine.
Exactly.
Cat's not going nowhere though.
One offensive weapon and one defensive weapon.
Ooh, can dream.
Imagine.
Yes.
Now that's what I want.
That's not
That's
happening
what
though.
I'm saying.
That's not happening. That'd have been dope for a Long Island dude.
See, because it's always because we keep speaking the wrong things into existence.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
No.
'cause we were so hell bent on Zion. We were so hell bent on Kyrie and KD. No, let's be. But then again, too, do we really want that cat contract?
Nah, you tricked me last time,
I did.
Kathy.
I
Last
did.
season you tricked me. You was like, "Oh, this is not going to happen. Speak into existence." And then I believed, and you was like, "It's not going to happen." You switched it up on me.
I wasn't on the Zion train like everybody.
Nah,
else.
you wasn't on the Zion train, but you was on the big free agent trains with KD and stuff. I was saying it wasn't gonna
I
happen.
didn't want KD. I wanted someone, not necessarily KD. You know, I never co-signed that. I never co-signed that.
Yeah, I mean, Kathy don't want no strong role players on her team.
I wanted someone. I thought we were gonna get someone.
Who did you think?
It wasn't KD or Kyrie.
Kemba?
I was Team Kemba. I was Team Kemba.
You seen Kemba? All right.
I was Team Kemba.
Yeah.
I wanted somebody else too. I thought Clay was gonna leave.
Clay was.
Nah, he wasn't gonna go
Yeah,
anywhere.
I thought Clay was gonna leave. Who else? Who else moved? What other pieces were moved?
What Al Horford moved to the Sixers, and you had Jimmy
It's
Butler go
quiet
to
for
the
him
Heat.
since. I definitely knew Jimmy wasn't coming here.
Yeah.
Jimmy ain't that guy.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah.
All right.
Team stats. Wizards held the Wizards to 34% shooting. Wizards shot 40% from three, which was pretty
good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Freaking
But
the mitten over here again. I know he hit like 5 or 6 or something like that.
yeah, and this time the Knicks out rebounded the Wizards 64-59.
You're
So
damn right, yo.
that's that revenge right there. But this is what almost killed the Knicks in that game. The turnovers.
Turnovers,
The Knicks
yo.
turned over the ball 22 times and still pulled out the win regardless.
Yo,
so.
Gary Payton Jr. had Alfred Payton scared to dribble. He was scared. Yo, he was dead ass scared to dribble the ball.
Yeah.
Anytime the ball went on the floor, it was a rip. It was a rip. I'm glad we got that win though. Whatever.
Yes.
That was different too, because when Gary Payton Jr. came off the floor, the offense was able to kind of move a lot smoother.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he was a big difference maker for that team. When he was off the floor, it was hard for them because he got them a lot of extra possessions.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is our recap, and now it is time.
The ooze and the prize.
Yeah, yo, you should pause it right now. I have no ooze. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now it is time for one of our favorite parts of the show. The Ooh Picks. Ooh Picks, for the first, so you guys who don't know, are the best plays of the week by Knicks players. Are only about the Knicks, nothing but the Knicks, so help us God. No other players are allowed in these picks. All right? Now, the Knicks actually won games this week.
Yes.
So there's no boycotting of any kind.
None.
Right?
No boycotts.
No
this
boycotts.
week.
We got some to share. All right. So, do you have any?
I do.
Oh.
But you gotta go last because you're colorful.
You are colorful too.
Yes, you are.
No more black and white. Black and white is 2019. Go ahead. Bring the color, Kathy.
Me first?
Yeah, yo, start it out. Show opener. Let's go.
Yeah. This ooh came from
the harmony.
this was during the Brooklyn Nets game because you know how much I love them so much.
You have to take my ooh. I bet you. I'm gonna fight you.
Hopefully not.
Let's go.
This you might tell it better than me, but I'm
No, go ahead. Okay. Be positive.
This was a dunk from Mitch. against the Brooklyn Nets. And it was a right-handed strong dunk that came from Frank.
You stole it. You stole it.
All right, so now I'm sharing my ooh with you. So now you can elaborate further on what exactly happened.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of hyped about to say this. Yeah. So Frank, right? Frank is dribbling on the right side of the court, and he dribbling, he's surveying, and he drives. You know, people Frank don't be driving that much. This time he drives, so everybody's like caught off guard, like ooh, right?
Yeah.
So as he drives, he sees two players kind of collapse on him, and he throws the ball to Mitch, but the pass is a little bit behind him. Mitch said he didn't expect it, so Mitch jumps up in the air and catches the ball behind his head,
Yep.
elevates, and dunks the ball really, really, really hard. Ooh pick, number 1.
It was really good.
Shared ooh.
Nice. Yeah, the assist.
Thanks, Alfred.
Yeah. Got you.
That's your strong ooh?
That was my strong ooh.
Okay,
That
all
was
right.
it.
I'll accept it.
I saw it. I was like, ooh, that's it, y'all. That's it.
Yeah, that was it.
There was a bunch from that game though. That game and there was a few in the second Wizards game.
Yo, I seen Mitch block the crazy. No, you know what? Go ahead.
Alright, so my 2 ooh picks is gonna come from the Wizards game that just passed because those are the ones that's fresh in my memory.
Okay.
And I didn't want to take the crazy alley oop between Frank Ntilikina and Mitchell Robinson, so I was looking for something else.
All right, I see strategy.
Yeah. So my first ooh pick goes to it's kind of a team ooh almost, cause Dot, Frank, and Portis was in the play. So Dot was providing the defense.
Okay.
I forgot who. I forgot who was dribbling the ball in the Wizards, but Dot just stripped him from behind. Got the ball, started the fast break. Saw his dude Frank running
Out.
So he passes to Frank.
Outlet.
Yes, and Frank was there. You know, he was good. He was bringing the ball up the court. He saw his dude Portis just going down the lane.
Bobby's World.
Yes. Passes it to Portis. And Portis finishes with a nice lay at the rim. Oh. That's the first ooh. The second ooh is another kind of a team ooh.
Okay.
It was a defensive possession against the Wizards. Alfred Payton was on Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
He kind of funneled him into the lane towards Mitch.
Good idea.
Isaiah Thomas went up for the floater.
Oh, no.
Mitch was like, get that out of here.
Oh, man.
So Isaiah recovered the ball. He saw Glove Jr. to the side. So, you know, he's like, oh, all right, here, Glove Jr., here's the ball. Glove Jr. was like, oh, damn, I see Mitch. Okay. Pass the ball to
skirt.
Yeah. So he passed the ball to Mahimi. Mitch was on him again. Mahimi was like, damn, what am I going to do? Time is running out. He don't know what to do. He goes up with a little jumper, but Mitch was there, altered the shot, hits off the backboard, shot clock violation.
Money, make it Mitch.
Mitch guarding 5 people at one time.
Yes.
Nice defensive ooh.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So since I share one with Kathy, I have my little solo. Yeah. Bonded. I have my solo ooh. Wizards game, the first one, even though we lost it, this was still pretty though. Wizards miss a layup because they suck, even though they beat us. Alfred Payton grabs the ball. The whole team starts going down the court. So they running. As soon as Payton crosses the half court line, he looks up as he always does. R.J. Barrett is in front of everybody. Payton throws the ball damn near from half court to R.J. Barrett for an alley-oop slam. That's it. Udon. Now is the other part.
Yes.
The bruh picks. Bruh picks are the worst plays of the week, things that embarrass us. It don't even have to be plays. It doesn't even have to be Knicks related. It could be something that happened. It could just be Kathy tripped and fell in the snow. And we pointed and laughed. Hey, bruh.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Trump impeachment. It could be whatever you like. Anything embarrassing.
Yeah.
So, I don't have no bros. I feel like I had one in the middle of the week.
bros.
I feel like I've seen a good amount of air balls in Knicks games, and I can't remember which one. But do you have any bros?
Oh, I know.
Oh, it's a solo act for you.
Damn.
I'm trying to think. Nothing really happened for me to have a bro.
I'm watching our life bro come when you're not looking.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to think.
Bro picks for you, bro man from the fifth floor.
Yeah, I got a few bro.
I know you got a few bros.
So, my first bro pick is not basketball related.
Life bro, starting off.
Nah, it's not even life, bro. It's a different sport, bro.
Oh.
Those New York football Giants got a big bro.
Uh-oh.
Bruh.
4-12.
That was the Knicks record.
Bruh.
At one point.
And not just that, they end up with the 4th pick in the draft where if they just lost out the rest of the season, but they wanted to win games late when it didn't matter anymore. And instead of ending up with that 2 pick where it's like, okay, you can draft that dude from Ohio State, Chase Young, who's going to be, who they say this dude is better than the Bosa brothers, a dynamic pass rusher which the Giants need, but they want to win games when it don't matter no more. And end up with the 4th pick in the draft.
Bruh.
Yeah. That sound like Knicks like.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen? Remember, what's that dude who hit the last second shot against the 76ers that was on the Knicks? I can't remember his name.
Was that the year when they got KP in the draft where like we won that one game?
Yeah, yes. I forgot his name, and somebody watching the show is gonna let me know what name that is. But I feel like that was one of those we won a meaningless game and it cost us in the draft. KP.
Pretty
Who
much.
left us later?
Bruh.
Second bro goes to Admiral Schofield for the Wizards.
Okay.
Against the Knicks.
Oh.
So in the 3rd quarter, I'm pretty sure y'all saw this play. My guy got the ball at the wing, and he saw his guy, Bonga, who was in the corner for 3.
This is probably the bro I was thinking about when I couldn't put my finger on. Yeah. This is it. This is it.
And he passes the ball,
Ah.
and skies it all the way deep into the stands.
Bruh.
I think he hit the hot dog guy.
He probably did.
It's definitely hot dogs all over the floor somewhere in the stands.
Yes.
Pause. All right.
Bruh.
Okay.
Kathy not paying attention. She missed that one.
I miss him.
Mr. Good Hot Dog pause joke. Kathy. Good dog.
I heard the pause and I
Alright.
heard the pieces.
Doesn't get better than those. All right, go ahead.
The last bro goes to Spencer Dinwiddie
That's my.
Bruh.
I'm listening to this one.
for the Brooklyn Nets. And again, I'm surprised y'all missed this. This was against the Knicks. So there was a fast break.
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Wait, who were they playing?
Huh?
Who were they playing?
I remember now.
He had a fast.
I remember. I'm mad at myself.
There was a fast break.
Oh, I'm so mad at myself.
He was ahead of everybody.
Everybody.
Got the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Went up for the layup.
Finger roll.
And it hits the front of the rim.
Bruh.
Barely.
Burley. He was blowing layups, man.
Yeah. That's definitely bro worthy.
If he hit that one, they would have had 9 field goals instead of
Exactly.
8.
which probably would have been still terrible, but
It's still terrible.
Yeah.
But maybe not league shot clock era leading terrible.
yeah, maybe.
Good for you though. You're just a loser. Dumb witty.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, that is our show so far. Yeah. It's a wrap. Not that much news.
Yeah.
Knicks are
Okay.
winning.
Wait, last episode before the new year.
Oh! Definitely. You might hear this after 2020, so Happy New Year if you're listening
Yes.
afterwards. This is Nick Time Show. Oh, happy birthday to my pops.
Hey.
he's indirectly responsible for the start of the show. So it's a whole long story. But happy birthday to my pops.
Happy birthday to the
Happy
OG.
B-Day.
Yeah. So that is Nick and Tom show. It is. You can follow us on all sorts of Instagrams and stuff. Where can they find
All the
you,
socials.
Kathy?
Yeah, I'm _Kathy still. KTHYSTEELE.
That is it. And where can they find you, sir?
At Sir G is chilling.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIR. G is CHILLIN. And sneaker segment. I couldn't do it this week because I was out for the count. But, but next week, most definitely, it's gonna be here next week.
It's a slow week too. It's my slow week.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You can find me at JEllis Draws Things. That's JELIS Draws Things because I draw things. Even though I haven't been drawing things that much lately, but I do the merch and the website and logos and I do all that sort of stuff. So definitely follow me if you want to see some artworks and things. Also, you can follow us on all social media at the Naked Time Show on Instagram, the KOT Show on Twitter. Watch our blog at Naked Time Show. Also, shout out to all the bloggers, Ryan, who built this ground up.
Yeah.
Built this
built the ship.
Built the ship. Ken is putting some finishing touches on his shit. Shout out to Ken.
Yes.
Who's killing it. Past writers of the future. Shout out to all you guys who do great work. Shout out to the new editor, Fritz, man, been holding it down, man.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to you. You helping Jay Ellis get some more free time, so thank you. Shout out to new camera woman.
Yay.
Sophia. Shout out to old camera people. Shout out to Chris who held it down for that long.
Yes.
And yeah, have a great New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, more wins, more Knicks. For
Yes.
New Year, we are out of here though.
Peace.
Peace and love out to where you from, but all about the world they ever come. Say again, bright lights, big city, bright lights, big city. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, represent for my New York City crew. Say again, bright lights, big city, bright lights, big city. New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.